Sawadee krab. Welcome to our new channel, KINETIC LAB, in partnership with KT Academy. And Wood, Tommy here.
Yeah.
Mr. Wood, I know you signed for a new gym membership, right?
You see the shape?
Yeah, the worst shape ever. It was best timing to sign to the gym. So now you won your laziness and you finally signed for a gym membership. What's the worst thing can happen?
But this time I win my laziness.
Yes,
But
that's good.
too many times ago I lose something because I want my laziness to go to gym and I give up many times because of injury.
Yes, exactly. This is one of the worst things that can happen when somebody finally wins the laziness and decided to give a spin to their life to get in a better shape, and then they sign for a gym. Maybe they don't have the right supervision, they don't have the right knowledge, and what happened? They go too hard and they get injured. They lose money, they lose time, and
also the effect is not from me, also from my trainer.
yes, exactly. Because when somebody gets injured, it's not just the client who loses money, time, but also the trainer and the gym kind of lose their prestige, their credibility.
Yes.
Because there are many ways to prevent an injury to happen, and in this channel will be focused on giving to the clients, to the fitness enthusiasts, but also to the expert fitness coaches, to give the right tools to make so that everybody can have an injury-free experience.
And in this clip, the first clip of introduction, we need to let you know what easiest to do for prevent the injury.
What are the big three, the three pillars that will be the foundation for this channel, for the content of this channel, that will guarantee you an injury-free experience.
Yes.
The first, of course, we focus on tissues.
Yes.
Because we are both, we are both physical therapists by trade, so we know tissues.
But remember, the movement is not just the tissue. We have another, but the most common.
Exactly.
The most common, yes.
For an injury-free experience, first of all, you need to get your tissues ready.
Yes.
How we do that? We do that with a pre-workout routine focused on achieving those three key components. We want to get the right tissue quality, we want to get the right tissue length, and we want to get the right tissue temperature.
Okay.
Let's
one by one.
Yes, let's start with the quality. What do we mean by quality? We mean the tissue, the muscle tissue, the fascia tissue, the cardiovascular system. They need to be
ready.
They need to be ready. They need to be pliable, soft. So we need to get rid of areas of tension in the muscle. We need to get rid of trigger points, and we need to make the fascia soft and hydrated. How we do that? Actually, there are different ways to achieve the same result. The most expensive way that maybe just high-end athletes or people who, like football players, can achieve is by getting a nice sports massage, pre-event, pre-workout sport massage.
Yes.
But don't worry, there are much more cheaper. There are cheaper alternatives.
Also, you can do it by yourself
And
or
you can
your
do
partner.
and you can do it by yourself or with a partner. And we are talking about self-myofascial release, commonly known as foam rolling. But we are not going to use only the foam rollers. We are going to use also some other self-myofascial release tools.
Yes.
And in this channel, we will do a series on how to do self-myofascial release, and we will show for each muscle how to foam roll, how to use self-myofascial release tools, and will be a complete guide to how to get the right quality, how to get rid of nasty trigger point.
You
in
can
the
focus
muscle.
on each muscle.
We will focus on
We will
each muscle.
focus because if you have a problem about this movement, maybe some movement is not work.
Exactly.
We can activate or inhibit directly.
Yes. The second, we want tissue, the right tissue length. What we mean by that? We all know that the muscle, to work properly, they needs to be at the optimal length. They don't have to be short inhibited or long inhibited. They have to be at the optimal length to be able to express the full capacity of contraction.
Yes.
How we achieve the optimal length? It's pretty self-intuitive by performing some stretching for the short muscle, and actually by doing the previous phase, the self-myofascial release. Many times the long inhibited muscle, just by foam rolling those muscles, they have the fascia tissue gets enough hydration and becomes enough pliable to be able to make the muscle return to the optimal length. So in
You
this
don't mean
case,
just we use stretching at the short
yes,
one,
we only stretch the short muscle.
but in the long one, how we perform?
We foam roll them.
Foam roll.
Yeah.
Foam roll is not just release,
Yeah.
but it can free.
It's release, but we know that actually the stiff part of a muscle,
Yeah.
it's not really the muscle tissue, but it's mostly the fascia, the connective tissue around.
Imagine my arm. It's very tight by my clothes. If I push, I cannot move too much.
The fascia is the envelope
Yes.
that can constrain a muscle, can make it so stiff that it cannot move.
When I pull my t-shirt, I cannot move up my arm.
Exactly.
My t-shirt is fascia.
Exactly.
If it loose,
the envelope.
I will move in the.
When the fascia can glide, when the tissue can move, also the muscle tissue that is around can move. And so if the fascia is stiff, but the muscle is stiff but in an elongated position, the muscle cannot go back to the right
That means
to the right position.
we need to decision what the best to fix this problem, because it's a lot of tool, because stretching have a lot concept.
It will be a question of time. If you are alone or with a partner, there will be many strategies. That we will show you how to perform static stretch, how to perform dynamic stretch, how to perform contract, relax stretching, how to perform ballistic stretching, how to perform the more complex contract, relax, activation of antagonists.
Yes.
In that case, it's more like a clinical setting, but we will show everything in this series, in the series about
Length.
stretching the tissue length. And finally, we will get to the tissue temperature. It's an obvious continuation of the tissue length, because many times during just performing stretching, we know there is a isometric contraction of the muscle by doing the stretching, and so already the temperature in the muscle starts to increase. But that when we talk about muscle temperature, we mean that we don't mean just the temperature in set, but we also mean the muscle activation.
Warm up it.
We want to warm up the muscle and we want to wake up the muscle. Don't just warm up.
Don't just warm up.
Exactly.
And for example, if I want to my main exercise is squat, how I can perform the tissue?
You start to, of course, increase the blood flow in the main muscle, etc. But there are some muscles who are often neglected during the warm-up procedure. Those muscles are the so-called stabilizers.
Stabilizer.
Yes. Think about our body as our body as a train. And so we have to think about the locomotor are the prime movers, the big muscle that moves, and there are some other muscles that are like the rail, where the train goes, and they are the stabilizers. They are all deeper muscles.
Control the body in the right way.
They in the straight line, in the frontal plane, in the coronal plane. They control and stabilize the movement. And so we want to warm the big and wake up the stabilizers.
Because the movement in the function movement is also physiological movement and accessory movement.
Exactly.
Also accessory movement is performed by stabilizer.
They are the key. They will be the key of the activation process, where we will bring the right temperature to the muscle, and we will wake up the muscle to be able to perform the right movement with the prime movers. Because when the movement is stabilized, the prime mover can express all the power. If the movement is not stable, there is a neurological inhibition, and so your brain doesn't give the muscle the chance to contract at the best, because the brain senses some danger. It senses like, okay, this movement is not stable enough, so I cannot push at 100%.
That make injury.
Exactly.
So this is for introduction, for you understanding what we will perform in this channel, Kinetic Lab.
Yes.
Please subscribe and
subscribe. Stay tuned. There will be new content every week.
Weekly.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you for watching, and see you to next video.
Bye bye.
Bye.
สวัสดีครับ